Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the title of my video. Oh my goodness, these flies are driving me crazy. How the hell did they get in my... Okay, sorry guys. So let's get back to what I was saying. This video is about parents. If you don't love somebody's kids or you don't like them, do not marry their parents. Simple. It's simple as that. At the end of the day, once you get with that partner, you are technically their stepmother or their stepfather. So you are responsible for them. Okay? I mean, may not be like financially, but you are responsible for their well-being, both of you guys. So this is just a short story of... So when I was younger, my father married two wives. And one of the wives, she was really nice. She treated us well and she loved us. She took care of us with our dad. And she didn't show any differentiation to us with her kids. And for that reason, we loved her. We loved her up until this day. And yes, she's still alive. And we still love her up to this day. And then there was a second wife. This second wife, she did not like us. She did not like any of his kids. She did not at all. She had one child, and that she had a son. He was obviously older than us. And I remember when we was younger, and me and my sister, when we get hungry, we go over their house because they were staying together, she and my dad. And my dad would give us the food that she had prepared for him, but we're hungry. He ends up giving us his food that she makes, and she gets upset that our father gave us the food that she made for him to eat. As a parent should, when your child is hungry, you're supposed to provide for them, and that's what he did. We was hungry, and he gave us food to eat. But she's upset that he giving us food to eat, and he didn't even get to eat it, and we eating it. So, and when she was saying those things, we was hearing it, and but we still ate the food because we was hungry. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, I like food and food likes me, but that's besides the point. Let me get back to the story. So fast forward, God made it possible somehow. He decided to choose her for us to come to the US together. Yes, God works in mischievous ways. But I thank God for him, for me being here. And everything that I got, I don't think I would have had it if I was back home. So I'm blessed. But anyway, back to the story. God made it possible for us, all of us, to come here together. Her son, my sister, me, and my dad. So when we came here, they took us to Alabama. And when we were staying in Alabama, when we came here, it still didn't change. And the worst part about it was when we was coming on this program, we was under her as our mom. So that means when we came to the US, everything that they give to us goes to her because we are under her as our mom. So she would have, if they give us money, she got it. If they give us clothes, shoes, everything, they're going to give it to her. And then, she will give it to us. But when we came here, every money that they give her to take care of us, she used it on her and her son. She didn't use it for us. Me and my sister was looking all ratchet. Our hair was not done. We didn't have no good clothes on until maybe if our kids worker comes and bring us some old clothes. So we over here, and when my dad asked her, like, can you do the girls' hair? The girls' hair? And she would be like, no, she didn't do our hair. Our hair was looking crazy and everything. So that kept going on over and over. As time went by, she kept showing her true colors that she really don't like us. She wouldn't cook. She wouldn't even cook for us. Like, she would not cook for us. The beginning, she was cooking. All of us, we was eating. But as time progressed, she stopped cooking. And the only time she would cook is when her son wanted to eat. And that's the time we would get to eat too. And I'm like, okay, we're kids. We don't know how to cook. And at the time, my dad found a part-time job because he was trying to get on his feet. He didn't have a car. None of us had a car. So he was walking to, I believe, to some part-time job or maybe somebody was taking him. I don't quite remember that part. But I remember this one time I was really, really, really hungry. And I went to her and I told her, I said, Auntie, because I call her Auntie. Auntie with her name. I can't call her name right now. But I said, I'm hungry. Can you please cook me something to eat or give me something to eat? She said, no. And I'm like, okay, I'm really hungry. And I'm also thinking about my dad because he's at work. And I know when he come back, he's going to be hungry. There is no food. So I took it upon myself. I said, okay, I'm going to go cook for me and my dad to eat. Okay. So not knowing what the hell I was going to go do in the kitchen, I went in the kitchen and I think I wanted to fry eggs. And as soon as I turned on the stove, I put in the oil. Before you know it, there was fire. Fire catch on the ceiling, not in the house, but like the little fans, the fence where the fire is, it got caught on fire. And thank God, because that whole apartment complex was going to get burnt that day. And I remember she said, oh, when the police come, tell them that I was cooking. Don't tell them you was cooking, because I was underage. I should not have even been in the kitchen. I swear to you, I should not have even been in the kitchen. But the fact that she refused to cook me something to eat and I'm hungry, what was I supposed to do? Now that she asking me to not tell the police that I was the one in the kitchen cooking because she didn't want to get in trouble. But she didn't remember when I told her I was hungry that that was going to possibly happen, right? So the police came with the ambulance. With the firefighters. They turned off the fire and they asked what happened. And she said, I was cooking, and the fire the thing caught on fire. So they let it go because she was the adult and mistakes happen. I'm pretty sure if she said it was me, she would have got in trouble because it was only her home. And I would have told them the truth. I would be like, I asked her to make me something and she said no. Because I wasn't a fan of her either. I didn't hate her, but I was not her biggest fan. Let's just say that. So I'm like, okay. And then after the police went and stuff, she got mad. I said, but I asked you, I told you that I was hungry. What did you expect me to do? There was no food to eat. Of course, I'm going to try to eat. And I'm thinking about my father because he's going to be hungry too when he came back. So that went by, and as the year went by, everything, like nothing ever worked out. It was showing that she didn't really love my dad. She didn't want to be with him anymore as time progressed. And before you know it, she ended up leaving us. I don't know what was the altercation that happened between she and my father, and that is not my business. But every time she and my father like maybe had arguments, she will and that's the thing that because now the fact that she knew that women had rights in America, that she would keep pushing him so he can put his hands on her and get him in trouble. But my dad don't hate women. Even growing up, my father don't hate us. I can count how many times I got a whooping from my dad my whole life. Maybe 2 or 3 times, and that was my fault. And I remember why I got those whippings. But my father does not hate kids, and he does not put his hands on women. But this woman would keep pushing him, trying to get him in trouble. And one time I remember when they were arguing, I said, leave my dad alone. She came over me and started pointing her fingers on my forehead, almost hitting me. And I said, don't touch me, because that's my dad. I'm going to get in it. Like, it's too much. He's not trying to hit you, but you keep forcing it so he can hit you so you can get in trouble. And that's the only person we got in this country beside God. So if something happened to him, we are fucked, because you obviously not going to take care of us. So why are you doing this? That's the only reason why I said leave my dad alone. And when I said leave my dad alone, she got mad, started pointing her finger, pushing my head with her fingers. And then she went ahead and called the police after all that altercation and lied on him and said he put his hands on her, trying to get him in trouble. But at the end of the day, that case did not hold because she was lying. She was lying. And she just decided to play dumb that she didn't speak English. So she dropped the whole case. But anyway, fast forward to that. After that, she and my dad ended up separating. And when she was leaving, this lady had the nerves to turn off the light on us. This lady had the nerves to turn off the light on us, and it was cold time. Like, who turns off lights on two teenagers that are in school? And in the morning, which means we had to take shower with cold water. I remember all those days like it was yesterday. In the morning, we had to take cold shower. We didn't have lights for like 2 weeks because my dad was not making enough. He was still struggling, but he was trying. He was it was really difficult for us, but the fact that she left, and like I remember earlier I said everything that we got, she received it for us. So which means when she left, whatever she was getting for us, she left she left with everything. She didn't give it to my dad, okay? So she left and turned off the light. She called them and turned off the light on us. Like, who does that? In the morning, we taking shower with cold water before we go to school. We didn't have no warm food to eat. Like, one of our friends, because we was in Alabama at the time, one of our friends and her families used to cook us food and bring it for us to eat. Or maybe like some people around would give us food to eat. Or maybe we go to the store and whatever change we had, get some snacks to eat it. Like, that was the height of evil. Like, that was evil, really evil. I don't care what nobody says. That was evil. Even if somebody, you and the man got into an altercation or an argument, you should never take it on the kids because it's not their fault. They didn't do nothing to you. No matter how mad or angry you are at their father or their mothers, it's not their fault. Don't put them in it. I hate when people do that. I hate it so much with every passion in my bones when people do that shit. It's annoying. Why are you bringing the kids in? This is between you and your partner. Why are you bringing in the kids? But now you're leaving knowing that you have money for us that they have been giving you, and you still went ahead and turned the light off on us. How are we supposed to survive? Which means you really didn't give a fuck how we ate or how we survived. You wanted us to die basically. Like, how do you do that? Why do you do that? Like, why do anybody do that? That's not fair. That's not fair. If you didn't want to date somebody with kids, you should not have married them. And that's why I'm saying it. So she treated us like that, didn't care for us, and she left. So, like, thank God for those friends of ours that really helped us, because they really helped us until our dad was able to get the money to pay the lights. So which means for 2 weeks we was taking cold shower in the morning, and we had to be to school at 6:30 in the morning. So we're taking cold shower every day. Like, how do you feel about yourself doing that? I would never do that to anybody. I don't care how pissed off I am with their father. I would never do that to any kids. Believe me, I would not. Especially since I've experienced it growing up. I would not. I don't hate her because she and my dad been separated for years, and at the end of the day, we ended up moving after 2 years to Virginia, and from there, life took off. And thank God for us, we're in a better place now. We're not rich or anything, but we have life and we have a home to put over our heads, and we have food to eat every blessed day. So I thank God every day, because everything that happens, it happens for a reason. Because now we're in a better place. God probably wanted her to be out of our lives for our lives to be better, and it is. The three of us, we have always been beside each other. We have always been our biggest supporters. We look out for each other, and that's how it should be. I love my families, and I wish them well. I would never do that to anybody kids. If I did marry somebody with kids, my goal is not to marry somebody with kids, because I want to be the first to have kids for my husband. But if I do happen to marry somebody with kids, I'm going to love their kids as my own. And if you like misbehave, I'm going to tell you, because I'm not one that takes bullshit either. But I'm not going to mistreat you, especially how I've been treated growing up. I don't hate her now. I don't hate her. At the time, I did hate her. I didn't like her at all. But now I don't hate her, because I had to forgive her for myself so I can feel good. So I'm not stressed about it. Sometimes she's like, why you don't call us? Because you did not build that relationship with us. For us to be able to call you now in the presence, Like everything you do have an effect, cause and effects. What you did back then have the effects now that we don't care. You know, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I keep my distance. Okay, I just keep my distance, but I don't hate her. I have forgiven her and live my best life. I just wanted to say this story and also make awareness for people out there. Stop treating other people kids bad, especially if you marry them because you love their father or their mothers. Love them as well. And I know sometimes the kids can be challenging, rude, and disrespectful. That's something that you talk to with your partners. You don't have to like mistreat them behind closed door. That's not fair to them. It's not. Anyways, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.